Right now at 5, cleaning up the roads. We ride along with a local plow driver learning about the obstacles they face during winter storms.
And Wisconsin's redistricting case. The state Supreme Court decision could have a massive impact on local elections.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, we all woke up to a nice thick blanket of snow this morning.
We sure did,
The plows were out, and we did have quite a bit of school closures. So I guess the question is, do we have more snow coming, Greg?
Yes.
Okay.
Not so much tonight. That'll begin to wrap up with the winds behind the system, but we do have more systems on the horizon. But for right now, we still got some hazardous travel just due to this evening due to snow, but more for the drifting of the snow across the roads. The good news is really it's south and east of I-90, and I'll show you that in a second. Overall, if you look at the cameras outside, we did have a little burst of snow through Toma and Black River Falls that got down to about 1 mile, so they had a little bit of accumulation, but right now it's come back up to 2 to 3, so the roads in the interstate have turned wet. Same story for La Crosse. So we're down to 1, but now we're up to 4 miles right now. Overall, winter storm warnings and advisories are out till about 6 a.m. tomorrow, and it really transitioned to more drifting snow. If you look at road conditions, overall not really that bad. There are some slush out there, but you see the back edge of that precipitation beginning to push east. That is the wind speed that you're seeing there in the plots right there. We are starting to see some of that wind, especially as you go higher elevation. If we kind of time this out this evening, you'll see the back edge begin to push further east of Sparta. So overall, most of the areas will see not much in the way of more accumulation this evening, but we will see the winds continuing overall. So later on, we're going to plan out what we're going to be expecting with the next system, which is only like 24 hours away. And we have a third one down the road, which involves a lot of colder air coming this weekend. We'll see sub-zero lows and wind chills coming this weekend. So all that a bit later.
All right, what a week we're in for. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, the plows obviously hitting the streets with the first storm of the season, but even with a little snow, clearing the roads still comes with plenty of challenges. And our own Jeremy Wall is live in the scene. He's learning what obstacles plow truck drivers are facing in this current weather. Jeremy.
Ken, earlier I did a ride along with Jason Wooden, the owner of T&H Lawn and Snow. He tells me removing that fluffy, nice white stuff you see on the ground might look fun, but it's not easy. Jason Wooden has been plowing roads for 15 years. Like any job, it has its obstacles. For him, the biggest obstacle is dealing with parked cars and knowing where to put the snow.
We do a lot of hotels and apartment buildings, and every time you go to do them, they're different. There's cars in your way, there's people in your way, there's deliveries, there's always something in your way. You just got to roll with it.
A change in temperature can make things worse.
When it's below 0 outside, it's very hard on equipment.
Blizzards can also be tough for Wooden. No matter how big or small the snowstorm is, he encourages drivers to give themselves a good amount of space if behind a plow truck and to make sure your car isn't parked too close to it.
If a parking lot's empty on one side, don't park in front of us while we're plowing. It happens all the time.
During the winter, Wooden stays busy doing some landscaping, but he's always ready to go for the next snowstorm. And I also spoke to the city's street superintendent, Ryan Rasmussen. He says the plan is to have the Department of Public Works back on the roads tomorrow, getting whatever they couldn't get today. He also recommends, guys, that if you're behind a plow driver, be patient and to follow alternate side parking rules. For now, live in La Crosse, Jeremy Wall sending it back to you guys.
All right, Jeremy, thanks very much. So again, as Jeremy mentioned, alternate side parking in effect because the city of La Crosse is in a snow emergency. The city of Onalaska will also have its Department of Public Works back on the roads tomorrow. According to their director, Harold Holter, they will clean up the alternate side and other city streets.
Police in the village of Trempealeau are asking for help locating a missing person. Octavio Morales was last seen on December 22nd in downtown La Crosse. His family says he went missing from St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral. According to a Trempealeau police Facebook post, Morales was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt and white sweatpants. He was declared missing by police last night. Any information about his location should be sent to the Trempealeau Police Department. That phone number is on your screen. We'll also have the police's email on our website, news8000.com.
Wisconsin lawmakers are looking to rename the Tomah VA Medical Center. Today, Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin and Republican Representative Derek Van Orden introduced a bill to rename the center after Jason Simkoski. According to a release by the congressman and previous reporting, Simkoski was a Wisconsin veteran who died after battling an addiction to opioids that the VA prescribed. Senator Baldwin says renaming the VA will honor Simkoski's legacy and the work done to end opioid addiction in veterans. Representative Van Orden says the renaming will ensure Simkoski's story is never forgotten.
On Friday, December 22nd, Wisconsin's Supreme Court overturned the state's legislative maps, ruling them unconstitutional.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit breaks down how we got here and what the future holds for the state legislature. Allison.
The state Supreme Court threw out the maps because the districts weren't contiguous, and area legislators are looking forward to a potentially more bipartisan future. Representative Jill Billings' Assembly District is highly Democratic, but her district could be redrawn in a way that leads to her actually losing some of her Democratic voters. She says she's not worried about competition. To her, it's more important that every Wisconsinite's voice is heard.
People should be able to choose their legislators. The legislators should not be choosing the people they want to represent. That's what fair maps are all about. So I think when we have that, we have a healthier democracy.
Democrats' fight for fair maps isn't over yet. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has suggested the state Supreme Court ruling could be appealed, saying the U.S. Supreme Court could have final say over Wisconsin's maps. Coming up at 6, I'll have a deep dive into the court's decision and what led up to this moment. Ken and Emily.
All right, Allison Fergit, thank you so much. Now, the parties involved in the lawsuit have to produce new maps by this Friday. So those proposals give us a better idea of what the districts could look like later this year.
State elections officials have said the maps must be in place by March 15th if they are to be used for the 2024 elections.
Well, Menards will pay substantial back wages, damages, and penalties after an investigation found violations of protections for nursing mothers. The retailer will also undergo a statewide audit of its Minnesota stores. The Minnesota Department of Labor investigation found Menards deducted wages from employees for the time they spent pumping breast milk and retaliated against a worker who filed a complaint. In addition to back wages and compensation for the affected employees, Menards will also pay more than $15,000 in penalties for the violations. The Labor Department says this case shows that employees should not have to choose between properly caring for their child and getting their full pay or job security.
An inspection of Boeing 737 MAX 9s is finding loose bolts on the grounded jets. The National Transportation Safety Board is focusing on those bolts as it investigates the door plug blowout on Alaska Airlines. The trouble is they can't find them. An NTSB representative says the 4 bolts have yet to be recovered, and investigators haven't been able to tell if they were there in the first place. The NTSB says it will be able to figure that out through testing, but on a full report, that incident could take a year. While passengers make other plans around canceled flights, Alaska and United continue to inspect grounded aircraft. CBS News has learned United has found loose bolts on at least 5 airliners, and Alaska showed loose hardware on some of its MAX 9 fleet. The FAA has told Boeing to provide instructions to operators for inspections and maintenance.
Is former President Trump immune from federal criminal prosecution?
A 3-judge panel weighs whether charges stemming from his efforts to overturn the 2020 election should be dismissed.
During the New Year's sale at PM Sleep Center, save up to $600 on select Beautyrest Black and Black Hybrid mattresses. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
The Carpets to Go odds and end sale has been extended. Take advantage of huge savings in short rolls, remnants, ceramic, LVT, laminate, and vinyl. Plus, get a free 8-pound pad with any short roll pad 50 feet or under. In-stock click-together luxury vinyl plank starts at only $349 a square foot with pad attached. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Save big on whatever you want on your floor at Carpets to Go Inventory Odds and End Sale, going on now.
The robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
This was it? We shouldn't have ignored that musty smell and been breathing this for so long.
I understand. Lots of people don't realize that mold feeds off moisture in their crawl space.
Moisture did all this. Well, let's cut off the cause of this mold.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free, so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
During the New Year's sale at PM Sleep Center, save up to $600 on select Beautyrest Black and Black Hybrid mattresses. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Former President Donald Trump seemed to be feeling optimistic following a more than 1 hour long hearing into whether he's immune from criminal prosecution for the events leading up to January 6th.
Trump's attorneys are trying to make the case that presidents cannot be prosecuted for actions taken while they're in office. His attorneys say the only time a president can be prosecuted is if Congress first impeaches and convicts him or her, an assertion that the government called scary. The three appellate judges hearing the case seem to agree.
I think it's paradoxical to say that his constitutional duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed allows him to violate criminal laws.
The D.C. Court of Appeals is not expected to issue its ruling today, though it may very well be a quick decision, as Trump's January 6th case is scheduled for early March, right in the middle of the primary election season. Trump says the criminal cases are political attacks to keep him out of the White House. The case could eventually make it to the Supreme Court, but that may not happen until after this year's presidential election.
Attacking the criminal prosecutions he's facing has become a key part of Trump's campaign strategy. He's polling some 30 points ahead of his nearest competitors in Iowa. Overcoming that double-digit deficit is further complicated by heavy snow and frigid temperatures, as Trump's rivals scramble for last-minute support. While Nikki Haley managed to draw a crowd in the storm, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is looking to an ad blitz to help win the Hawkeye state. As the two competitors prepare to face off in a final debate ahead of next week's caucuses, neither is showing signs they'll be able to top Trump.
Coming up, the next giant leap for mankind has to wait a little longer.
NASA's reasons for postponing the launch of the Artemis II mission.
Now, we definitely got more snow to come, some more tomorrow night, and then another storm coming later this weekend, along with some definitely colder temperatures, sub-zero wind chills and lows, all that coming up. I'll explain it, tell you about that snow, how much we'll get, and how cold we'll get. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Ashley's New Year's sale is extended. It's your last chance to shop Hot Buys for every room of your home. And right now you can shop new collections with 0% interest through January 2029 in-store only. Celebrate and save today. Only at Ashley.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Ultra's A+ accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees.
Psst, this just in. New members opening an A+ account with $250 get an extra $250.
Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality, energy-saving windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed by certified technicians and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 22% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Does your home have a crawl space? When cold weather arrives, that can mean cold floors, frozen pipes, and higher energy bills. Protect your family and keep the cold air out this winter with expert crawl space sealing by American Waterworks. Sealing keeps your crawl space clean, protects pipes, and insulates your home, so floors are warmer and energy bills are lower. A sealed crawl space means a nicer home. Don't wait. Call American Waterworks today.
Ashley's New Year's mattress sale is extended with 0% interest through January 2029 on in-store mattress purchases. Get 50% off select Sealy mattresses or 25% off select Ashley sleep mattresses. Only at Ashley.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
The nation's first mission to return astronauts to the moon in over half a century is being pushed back.
NASA officials announcing today Artemis 2, which is designed to send humans back into orbit around the moon, is now set for September of next year instead of later this year.
Artemis 3, meanwhile, which was scheduled to send humans to the lunar South Pole in late 2025, has been bumped to September of 2026.
NASA is working closely with private companies on the moon landing program. A NASA administrator explained the reason for the delays at an afternoon teleconference.
Safety is our top priority, and to give Artemis teams more time to work through the challenges with first-time developments, operations, and integration, we're going to give more time on Artemis 2 and 3.
Nelson says the 4 astronauts selected for the Artemis 2 mission are continuing to train for that trip.
Okay, well, lots of snow, of course, brings lots of slush, which makes our road conditions a little dangerous
It can be dicey
times.
at times, for sure. A lot of work for the guys that are out there on the plow trucks throughout the day today. They're going to be working like clockwork, and this is just the start of things to come for this region. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, fortunately the temperatures helped with this to keep most of the roads not too bad, given that we were at 32, 33 or even higher degrees. So that's the good news with this system. Unfortunately, that won't be the case as we go to a couple systems later on, where the temperatures will be much colder and salt won't be much of a help. But we still got the alert day for tonight. Hazardous travel, once again, it's more for drifting snow and for areas south and east of I-90. As the snow begins to wind down, we'll still have the winds. We'll still have some drifting across open areas. Winter storm warnings are out till 6. The advisories at the same time. All's really south of the area. Snow continues to wrap up. So overall, that back edge is will begin to approach Sparta and further east. Then we'll start seeing really the wind become the main factor, with a few flurries here and there, especially as you go up towards Ladysmith because of the lake effect a little bit up there. Overall, small amounts. We're not expecting to see a lot through 7 a.m. Really just a few here and there, less than an inch additional for most areas south and east. La Crosse in those areas probably less than an inch. Once again up to Ladysmith, maybe a ½ inch with some of the lake effect, and that's through 7 a.m. and that's really it for the snow. The winds are the same. We'll still continue to see these winds remain quite strong this evening in the 20 to 25 in some areas. Once again, higher elevations, open areas. We'll see that drifting of the snow across the roads. Once again, we'll see that probably start to taper off a little bit as we get closer to tomorrow night. Now, we do have a next system that's going to be right on the heels, and this will give us an impact for tomorrow evening's commute. So something to keep in mind for tomorrow evening is we have another chance coming through here. This one's heading from the west. The snow is actually a little bit lighter in weight, so it's not as wet. So the amounts we're looking at really around 2 to 4 coming through La Crosse area, a little bit less further north towards Eau Claire, but everyone's probably going to see some snow during the evening commute that could stretch to be about 10 to 11 p.m. So once again, the one positive thing is the winds should remain light, so we're not expecting any blowing or drifting of that snow. And most of it should be light, but there could be a brief period where we see some banding going on that could be occasional. moderate snow too. So that's what we're looking at for that one. After that, we'll have quiet day Thursday. Friday, the one system digs out to the south. This one has a very similar track to the one that just came through the area. We're going to be right on the northern edge of it, so probability for is about 30 to 50% to see that snow as we go through. Heavier amounts probably further south, so that's the one thing we have to keep in mind on this one. The difference is this is going to have colder temperatures with it. Snow, it's going to be more of a fluff snow. The blowing and drifting is going to be a problem because the wind is going to be more of an issue with this one, especially as we go into Saturday and then the colder air behind it. So if you got travel plans Friday through Saturday, stay attention to the forecast once again, because this time the salt will not probably make much of a factor as this comes through. So two systems to come through. Tomorrow evening we have an issue with that evening commute, and then we have the one for Saturday. And notice the temperatures. This hasn't really changed. Dark blue. We're going to see temperatures plummeting well below zero as we go into Saturday and Sunday, and that means wind chills are also going to be an issue come Saturday. We'll probably see below wind chills, a little bit snow in here, and then for Sunday and Monday behind this, we may struggle to not even get to zero. So definitely the coldest temperatures we've seen all year. We are approaching the coldest time of the year, so we've seen these before. But once again, if you have plans Saturday, this weekend, really prepare for some very cold, dangerous type wind chills going into Saturday and Sunday, and cold overnight lows too. So we got a lot of issues going on right now, past the one that we still have currently going on this evening. We'll have that snow come to an end. There's a chance Wednesday night into Thursday, 1 to 3, potentially a little bit more. We have light snow then returning late Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A lot of questions remain on track, how much snow we'll see with that. But notice the temperatures and the difference with that system. It's going to be a lot colder going to Saturday. Wind chill is going to be a factor, and the fluff, it's going to be light. So they'll blow around a lot more. And then we could see 10 teens, maybe even 20 belows coming for temperatures.
My eye is on that too right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been in such cold weather before.
Like I said, it's not atypical for up here. We can see this.
Right.
It's just we haven't seen it all year. But I think a lot of areas, some of those days, may not even get to zero that day.
My goodness.
Wow.
So prepare for that.
Okay, we will. All right, thank you, Greg.
Well, when we come back, you might as well cue up a Rocky training montage, because one of the greatest tight ends of all time is reinventing himself as a kicker, but for one night. The reason why, after this.
Wednesday on News 8 Now this morning, we'll speak with Rabbi Brian Searle of La Crosse's congregation, Sons of Abraham. We'll speak with the rabbi about the complex impact the war in Gaza is having here in the U.S. and how the Jewish community in the Cooley region is responding. Have a great Tuesday night. More News 8 Now is just after the break.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
For a state-of-the-art after-sales experience for your Audi, other high-end and European vehicles, there's one place to go. Maury's Audi in Onalaska. Highly trained, Audi-specific technicians will take care of your vehicle while you wait in an exclusive cafe and lounge. Schedule today.
Hey man, thanks for holding my beer.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks guys. I'll be here all night. See that?
What?
Hey, what's up? Not much.
I'm gonna need another beer. I swear, you're everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Our composite windows are the clear choice for your home. This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient, all at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. What does this mean for you and your home? Our composite windows make you more comfortable and save on your energy bills.
You're such a window nerd.
I've done my research, so you don't have to.
Come visit our new showroom and test the window nerd's knowledge. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows.
When your vehicle needs service, go to Maury's VW in Onalaska. Competitive rates and highly trained automotive technicians will have your Volkswagen or other domestic vehicles back on the road. While you wait, feel the friendly, upbeat, and engaging energy flow of our service lounge. Schedule today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
At Super Bowl 58 this year, redemption is spelled R-O-B.
No, it's not Rob Schiff. It's four-time Super Bowl winner Rob Gronkowski. He's teaming up with FanDuel for a second kick of destiny.
Yeah, last year, the retired tight end missed a 25-yard field goal before the big game. The kick part was of a promotional giveaway by FanDuel.
New this year, customers will now choose if Gronk is going to make or miss the kick, and only the winning bettors will get a slice of the $10 million in bonus bets. Gronk says he's been haunted by what happened last year.
I was devastated last year. I put a lot of practice time in. I had a great kick. I thought it was going right through the uprights, and then the wind just came out of nowhere.
A likely story. Bettors should know Gronk is allegedly 15 for 15 in practice, and he even made one from 40 yards out.
The live field goal will take place just before 6 p.m. Eastern on Super Bowl Sunday, not far from Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas, which airs on CBS.
We think it's easy, like a 25-yard field goal.
Yeah,
seems like a chip
cake.
shot, but even the pros can struggle as well.
Right. Well, I'm betting on him, though, right?
Yes, I think so. Redemption for sure.
Exactly. All right, we'll have one more look at your forecast when we return.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Does your pet show signs of an irritated mouth like bad breath or abnormal chewing habits? The most common emergency that Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics sees is a painful tooth that owners are seldom aware of. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen today to schedule a free dental exam. 608-526-2200, because nobody likes a sore tooth.
I've been helping people get out of debt for many years, and I know this, that consolidation loans and moving debt around isn't the best way to do it. Think of your debt as a pile of garbage. If you move it from here to here, guess what? Still a pile of garbage. We might be able to make it smell sweeter with a lower rate or a lower payment, but it's still garbage. You need a garbage disposal to get rid of debt. Come see me, I'll help you install one.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you equipped with quality tools and project supplies because we get you. Whether you're a hardworking pro or an ambitious DIYer, we get you what you need to get the job done. Right now, save on 80-piece Milwaukee bit sets, $24.99. This Craftsman propane heater, only $89.99. Plus, trade in any used power or hand tool for exclusive trade-in savings on select DeWalt tools and accessories. We get you what you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
All right, quick check of the radar. You can see the back edge beginning to approach Sparta. There's still some snow, Tomah, Sparta, down to Viroqua. Everything up to the north is dealing just with some wind and snow, so keep that in mind. More snow tomorrow evening, too. Don't forget that.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 6.